Hey guys, what's up? How are you guys doing? I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to go ahead and do the message for July 3rd, guys. So first, thank you for everybody who does like, comment, share, and subscribe. I kind of want to get right into this message, guys, but I do want to take a moment to show gratitude because I am so grateful for all that you guys do, okay? We got full moon energy that's buzzing around here with a lunar eclipse, so it is time to face the things that are bubbling up right now, and I do feel like a lot of things are bubbling up. I do feel like you guys are dealing with a lot of adversity and, maybe regrets about what you've chose, things that you've done, the paths that you've went down. We can't be too hard on ourselves right now because the things that are coming up, they are meant to come up for a reason. You are meant to face these things. You can't start new paths, you can't start new cycles unless you close out the old ones, okay? So just be aware of that. And the full moon energy is 3 days before, 3 days after. So yes, we are already feeling that, all right? So don't be hard on yourself. Yes, have patience with yourself. Have patience with other people. I accept that everything happens in divine order. I accept that. I surrender it. What's meant for me is mine, and there's no need to stress about the process, okay? What's yours is yours, and nobody can take that from you. Certain times, in life, we have to surrender things. We have to understand that things are going to happen when and as they should, not on our time. I've said it so many times. Time does not exist. We created time so that we can measure things, okay? But in all actuality, time does not exist, especially on the other side. They do not deal in the same time fluidity, whatever, that we do, okay? So understand that everything is showing up exactly as it should. Know that, own that, and honor that, okay? By not stressing, not worrying, because it does feel like there's worry right now. Fear, okay? I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Understand that every single thing that happens to you while you're here, good or bad, happy or sad, is here for a reason. I know that's tough to take sometimes. I know, because I'm not sitting over here riding on sunshine. Trust me, I have went through some shit, okay? We all have. But there is a time where we have to understand that everything serves a purpose. We are here to learn. We are here to grow. We are here to experience life. The good, the bad, the ups, the downs, and especially the downs, especially the bads, because that is where we will learn our greatest lessons. When we are down in the dirt and we have to dig ourselves out, that is where we learn our true strength. If you've never went through anything, you never struggled, you never had no bad days, you never had anybody spit in your face, you've never had any tragedies happen, how can you call yourself strong? How can you call yourself wise? You can't. With fear leading the way, everything becomes very cloudy. Everything becomes dark. You have to let go of the worry or the fear about things and how they're going to work out in the future. Or even for some of you guys, the fear of what's happened in the past. Some of you guys are really hung up on the decisions that you've made or haven't made. I'm getting this energy of regret because you haven't achieved certain things. You haven't done certain things, all right? Balance is what's needed right now. Stay balanced. Remain balanced. Nothing is yet set in stone. We had that message yesterday, and I honestly feel like that needs to be the motto. That needs to be the motto, okay? Nothing is yet set in stone, all right? Things can always change. Life itself is very mutable, but you have to trust in the divine. You have to trust in yourself and in your journey. You have to trust that the things that you're going through for a reason, right? So balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment of myself, judgment of other people. I am not judging my journey based off of somebody else's journey. I'm not looking at this person and comparing their achievements, their downfalls, their whatever to my whatever, because the two are not alike. Okay? You are here to learn your certain lessons. I am here to learn my certain lessons. We all have good days. We all have bad days. But it's how we react on those days that makes us or breaks us, right? Be aware of that. Be aware of the fact that you could be really, really hard on yourself right now. Be aware of the fact that certain things are being brought to the surface because it's time to squash it. It's time to deal with it and handle it. Okay? Especially fear. Because fear is really just a lack of faith. It's just really a lack of trust that things are not going to always work out in the end. You know? There's a need right now for a bigger perspective. Okay, for to look at things in a bigger point of view and a larger point of view, to detach from some of the things that you go through here and try to see it in a way of, how is this helping my soul's growth? How is this helping my soul's journey? Not this human journey that I'm on right now. Not this temporary life that will end one day, right? Not this one drop in the big ocean that is my incarnations that I've had, because you've been many different people in many different lifetimes, living many different things, going through many different tragedies. Some of you guys have had tragedies in your past lives that you would just fall apart at in this life. You guys are very strong. You're very resilient. You've survived. You've thrived through things before. I see it all the time in past live readings when I do them. They're not pretty. That's why I always warn people when they want to get a past life reading, like, it's not very pretty, guys. Sometimes it can be really rough. Like, you know, you're very rarely going to get a past life reading from me where it's like, yes, you were a king and you had lots of concubines and everything was wonderful. Like, no. You know? Because a life where everything is just wonderful and happy all the time is really a life wasted when you think about it. Because in the bigger perspective, again, this is a school. You're here to learn. And you're not going to learn by having everything handed to you. You're not going to learn by having happy days all the time, okay? And I understand some of you guys are like, well, shit, Jessica, I have bad days every single day. I understand that. Maybe you're more advanced than most. Maybe you have a lot more to learn than people. Maybe you are here for something greater. Hierophant, time to get committed to it, right? Needing to. All right, what's the patience here for July 3rd? Patience with these cards because they want to fly. Patience for July 3rd, please. July 3rd. Thank you. This one was the one that popped first. Patience with yourself when you're worrying, when you are wrapped up in fear. Because right now you could be stressed about things. The world is stressful right now, okay? The world is very stressful right now. But, you know, it is time to kind of put that to the side. Really work on your meditation, work on your mindful thinking. When you start thinking negatively, it's time to, you know, release that judgment. It says it right here. I do so without judgment. This guy, look how he's bearing down, and they're like, you're a bad person. You should have went to college. You should have married so-and-so. You should have, like, and it's like, really? Nobody got time for that, okay? Nobody got time for that. Because what does it do? It leads to this. Ten of Swords. It leaves you feeling emotionally drained, physically drained, spiritually drained. It makes you feel like a failure, right? And then you're go back and forth in your head about what you coulda, woulda, shoulda. There's no need for that. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to understand that, you know, you're on a journey and you're learning. You're not here full of all this, like, knowing. Usually, you know, you obtain it throughout life, but, like, nobody has all the answers to life, guys. Like, nobody can sit here and be like, oh, yes, I know exactly how it's supposed to go, and this is why, like, no. Okay? So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Don't be hard on others when they make mistakes. Patience is necessary right now. Patience is needed because there's a lot of boiling pots right now. They're showing me boiling pots and pressure cookers and all that good stuff, okay? So it's like people around you, they're not being very patient with themselves. They're not being patient with others, but you can't let your nature be ruined by the nature of somebody else's. Some of these people around here, they are meant, that is their nature to freak out. That is their nature to you know, worry all the time and stress all the time and be negative all the time. But you can't, again, let their nature disrupt your nature because you are here for something different. If you are here watching this channel right now, you are here for something different. You are here to achieve something. You are here to do something, to raise the vibration, to make a difference somehow, some way. You can't act like all these other people because you're not like all these other people. Point blank, period. You are not like all these other people. Okay? Have patience with yourself right now when you're stressed, when you're worried. If you're tired, get some rest. Okay? Trust me, all that work, all those people that need you, whatever it is, it'll all be there the next day. I promise you. Okay? So, yeah. Patience is definitely needed right now, especially during this full moon energy with the lunar eclipse. It's going to be very powerful. I'm getting a lot of people are going to be, getting childhood things brought back up. There's going to be flashbacks to things that really stressed you out and made you not feel good. There's going to be a lot of sitting here and just thinking, right? The Three of Wands is watching your ships come in. It's manifesting. So be aware that during this full moon energy, you will be manifesting. Okay? You will be. But you're going to be manifesting what you want to complete, what you want to bring to a close in your life, okay? Fear, why is fear here for the third? Chariot, and it came out reversed too. It's interesting because I feel like some of you guys have a new beginning that you're very scared of. You're unsure about this, and I feel like some of you guys are having this fear that you're going to fail, that you're not going to succeed, that you're never going to make it. You're never going to get that level of success that you find is suitable for you. Some of you guys are quite literally scared about a move. Okay? Guys, when we go back to the other side, when we go home, we don't sit there and go, you know what? Yeah, my life was okay. I mean, I learned a lot of lessons. I went through a lot of tragedy and pain, which really molded me and turned me into a very strong person. But I didn't make that Millie. That's the one thing I regret. Like, no, that's not what it's about, guys. Okay? It's not. And yes, money is definitely important. Obviously, we need to pay our bills. We need to take care of our kids. We need to do this. We need to do that, right? But it should not be the source or, the focus, the full focus of what we are consumed by while we're here. The fear of not achieving, the fear of not being successful. When you think about it, I guarantee you that most of the moments in your life that you were pure, happy, pure, filled with joy had nothing to do with money at all. That's true success, right? When you can just find happiness, when you can find joy in your life. Just be aware of that. Being heavy on yourself, being hard on yourself, worrying about things. Yeah, self-sabotage, 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups coming out. Dwelling on things that haven't worked out or missed opportunities, or how you wish things would have went, not realizing what you have achieved, not seeing what's there blooming in the background, going over things over and over and over and over in your head until you feel like a failure. Don't do it. All right? Transmute that energy, man. Take that energy and learn something from it. Okay, so I failed at this. Okay, so I should have done this. I regret that. All right, how can we move forward? How can I make this better moving forward? What different choices do I need to make? What do I need to do to make things better? 5 of Pentacles. 555. For somebody out there, there's a lot of changes coming. Get committed to something, right? Get committed to something. And stop also with this card trying to fill the status quo. You are not here to do that. Okay? Why is balance here for July 3rd, please? Why is balance here for July 3rd? Well, it's here because of balance. It's here because of justice. A lot of you guys are working through karma right now. You need to understand that. A lot of you guys are working through karma. You're ascending. I am a firm believer that when you go through an ascension process, when you go through a spiritual awakening, you have tons of things thrown at you. Things that those, what do they call them? Like the pent up things that you haven't dealt with, right? The underlying issues, what you don't bring to the surface. Those things are definitely brought to the surface. You're confronted with these things, whether it be in yourself or other people confronting you with it. knowingly or unknowingly. You go through a lot of karma when you're ascending, and a lot of people are right now. So just be aware of that, okay? Be aware of things are kind of, it might feel like this is getting tossed at you, that's getting tossed at you, this is coming your way. You know, health things are springing up, anxiety's happening, panic, fear, doubt. You know what I mean? People are betraying you. People are trying to fuck with your path, fuck with your purpose. Like, know that these things are all boiling right now because of what's happening. The full moon, the lunar eclipse, the fact that you are ascending, the fact that you are about to level up. Before you're about to level up, you can't take all these things with you. How are you going to spiritually ascend if you are not dealing what's within? I mean, I wasn't trying to make it rhyme, but it kind of came out that way, guys, okay? But if you're not dealing with what's inside, if you're not dealing with all this repressed stuff, you cannot go to the next level. You can't ascend. It's like, almost like, I always refer to it like this. It's like a video game. You have to beat certain levels. You have to crack certain codes, right? You have to unlock certain things before you can get to the next level. So some of that childhood memories that you've stashed away that you don't talk about, you don't think about, well, they might get triggered right now because you need to think about it. You need to speak about it. And FYI, some of the things that you've went through, once you conquer that and you deal with that, you can help other people who are struggling. Because that's really ultimately what we're here to do. We're all healers in some certain way. I am a firm believer that we are all healers in some way. Of course, unless you have a psychological issue like you're a sociopath, psychopath, whatever. Okay. But for the most part, everybody is here to heal in some way. Whether it be, you know, you're always the person that your friends can go to. You're always the one that's kind of calming everybody down at the family gatherings when everybody gets a little, you know, cutthroat and stuff. Or maybe you like to help stray animals. You know, maybe you've mended animals back to life and brought, you know, maybe you've brought people back to life. Maybe you're actually out here healing people. Maybe you're the type of person that likes to do random acts of kindness. We're all healers in some way. But you cannot heal other people. You cannot help other people unless you heal and you help yourself first, baby. That's what you have to do. You have to deal with whatever this is that's bubbling to the surface right now. Whatever it is. Okay? Whether it be fear, worry, whatever, okay, doubt, sense of failure, anger for how people have treated you, for the injustice that you faced, okay? You're not going to get nowhere shaking your fists at everybody in that spirit like, you know, I really got a bum rep here. It's like, no, you got an opportunity to learn. You got an opportunity to grow. It's what you do with it that matters. Just saying, guys. I love you guys. This has been the energy for the 3rd. I kind of felt like it was going to be heavy, but, you know, there's a lot of things that are coming up right now, and it's important that you keep everything balanced. It's important that you stay in your mindful thoughts, okay? All right. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.